From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander with your Daybreak Drive-In for Friday, February 28th. Fed cuts cut down an Indianapolis tree project. Gene Hackman likely died many days ago. And WNBA teams move to make room for Caitlin Clark fans. Next.
Today, the beverage aisle looks a lot different than it used to. America's beverage companies are working together. We're delivering the options everyone wants. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages Americans buy have zero sugar. You'll find more variety than ever, including more of your favorites, now available with zero sugar. You'll also find more sizes and clear calorie information on the front of every can, bottle, and pack. We know when it comes to finding balance, the more choices, the better.
A large beautification program in Indianapolis is off, possibly permanently, due to funding cuts at the federal level. Keep Indianapolis Beautiful says it got word this week that a $400,000 federal grant earmarked for establishing and maintaining green space is canceled. CEO of KIB contends it may have happened because the grant references biodiversity, and diversity is a taboo word now at the federal level. This is the last day for a piece of Indianapolis retail history. Leon Tailoring is shuttering after 120 years in business. The owners say 3 generations of family members have helmed the shop, but there's no new generation to take over. Investigators say Gene Hackman, his wife, and dog likely died a number of days before deputies found them dead in their home in New Mexico this week. According to the local sheriff, there were no signs of violence, but that the circumstances are suspicious enough to warrant a full investigation and that blood tests should tell more. They say Hackman and wife Betsy Arakawa were in different parts of their home, both showing signs of having fallen. President Trump has set Tuesday as the starting date for tariffs against products from Canada and Mexico. He'd originally called for them to start about a month ago, but held off to give them time for trade negotiations. Trump also says he'll double the current 10% tariff on items from China. Defensive backs and tight ends hit the field today at the NFL Draft Combine downtown Indianapolis. Kickers and interior defensive players got their first crack at weights and stopwatches yesterday. Marquee positions, quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, have the turf tomorrow. WNBA teams are again moving their games to take advantage of the Caitlin Clark effect. The Washington Mystics say games in late May against the Indiana Fever and early September against the same will happen in a 14,000-seat arena in Baltimore instead of their usual 4,200-seat home in D.C. Sunny and warmer today, very windy this afternoon with gusts up to 45 miles an hour, high of 65 degrees. From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.